seems to be a holiday for literally everything, from pizza to pets. But here's one that can actually benefit our future. This is good. This is National Retirement Planning Week. Who knew? And local financial professional Mike Kojonen, owner of Principal Preservation Services, here with some retirement saving tips for any age. Great to have you here with us.
Thanks for having me.
So we know that this is an important topic to be talking about, but why do you say it's a good time to really check in on it?
Well, it's got a whole week here, but we shouldn't have to have a whole week if we did a better job throughout the year, right?
Yeah.
And just working 40 to 45 years in a career doesn't give you that guaranteed retirement. It's going to take some discipline. It's going to take some time in planning. And unfortunately, over half of Americans are going to have to drastically reduce their lifestyle because of the lack of planning they're doing.
Yeah, it's amazing. There's a lot of stuff that goes into this, and you've kind of broken this down by age group, right? So there's kind of different tips depending on what age you're at.
Right.
We want to start here with age 30. What are we looking at here? You say never too early to save, right? Time to save.
Definitely, and a good litmus test to see if you're on pace. Do you have about a year's of your salary set aside in a retirement plan by age 30? If you haven't, that's okay. You have some time to catch up. And the best way you can do that is if your employer is offering you a 401k plan and they're going to say matching 5% and you're only putting in 3%, well, definitely get that match up to 5% because you're giving up 2%, and that compounded throughout the years is going to make some big differences. So definitely match out that contribution, but also as you get raises, keep increasing that contribution to about 15% of your salary.
Okay.
That's a good step to get on track.
So good time to be saving there. We move on to our 50s and some good tips for folks in that age range. What's the biggest thing that you want them to know?
Well, by age 50, you're settled in your career, you're making more money. The IRS will allow you, it's called the catch-up rule, put more money, be more aggressive in your contributions in your IRAs, 401ks, 403bs. So in your 401ks and 403bs, you can put additional $6,000, and in your IRAs, additional $1,000 to be more aggressive in that last 10 to 15 years before retirement. Take advantage of that.
Okay, and then you get to 65 and 67, so that's kind of a key window there?
Yeah, we're talking about Social Security and your full retirement age, which means your 100% benefit. It used to be 65 back in the day, but now it's 66 to 67, depending on the year you're born. But if you take your benefit early, at age 62, you're giving up 25% of that benefit. And unfortunately, I think a lot of people are not putting enough time and effort to find out what Social Security will provide for them, and they're taking it too early without putting the thought process. And I run reports for people all the time, and they're giving up sometimes $100,000, $200,000 in lifetime benefits because they take it too early.
Wow.
Yeah, so you definitely need to have a strategy with Social Security.
Okay, and then the last one really quick here, age 70, what are the key points there?
Key is 70 and a half. The year you turn age 70 and a half is when the IRS says you have to start taking a certain percentage out of your IRA, 401ks, 403bs, called your required minimum distribution. It starts off at 3.65%, and it keeps increasing the older you get. If you fail to miss taking one of those payments out, it's a 50% penalty. So you want to be on top of that.
Okay, Mike Kojonen, thanks so much for the time.
Thanks for having me.
We appreciate it. It's a lot to digest. We've kind of written it down for you. Go to KARE11.com. Look under the 4 p.m. show page if you want to check that out. We'll be right back. Stay with us.